everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we are back on the Hermitcraft server. Hello, how are you all doing? I'm doing fine. It is the midweek bonus episode, which is always exciting. One of the new things that I've been trying out. It's been going on for around about a month now, and everyone seems to be pretty happy with it, except that you didn't get a midweek bonus last week, and that is because I was working, of course, on the Iron Foundry. This thing has taken up so much of my time, but as you saw in the Sunday episode, I finally got it all done, and I thought I would start off this episode in the spawn chunks to just show you why we did it. So, I want you to take a moment, head down into the comment section. Despite it being bad, apparently, I quite like the current comment section. I don't see any problem with it, but a lot of people already hate it. I want you to guess how many double chests are filled with iron. How many of them do you reckon are filled? Because honestly, I haven't looked yet, so I have got absolutely no idea. So let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 20, 24 at least. Okay. So we got 24. Ooh, 24 and 3/4. 24 and 3/4 of double chests filled with iron. Somebody who is considerably smarter than me, please head down to the comment section and write down just how much iron we have got right now. This thing has been in the spawn chunks for just 4 days, and already you can see it has produced a huge amount of iron. More than I have any idea what to do with. But that is not what we're going to be doing today, just bathing in iron and throwing it about. We are actually going to be doing a handful of different things. One of them I am extremely excited about. We are going to be building a vault door for Corrales, and hopefully I will be able to do some recording of that. And you know what, I have decided I am going to be using iron as building blocks from now on. It looks a whole hell of a lot cooler, and it's what I'm going to be placing underneath my redstone. So I'm going to craft up a bunch of blocks, and I will catch you in a little bit. Now I just want to take a really quick moment to say that I have done a handful of bits and bobs in between this episode and the last one. They are absolutely tiny, but they are worth mentioning. You may notice this little mechanism right here, and this is very important. As you can see, we are really quite quickly filling up all of the chests we've got here. We only have this many left, which isn't much. If you take a look at this giant wall of chests, honestly, I thought this was going to keep us good for like 2 or so weeks. 4 days. 4 days it's been, and I've always run out of chest storage. That's what happens if you have a server that runs 24/7 and this thing produces iron 24/7. You end up with a hell of a lot of iron. I don't know why. I didn't think that was going to happen. But what this will do is it will spit out all of the iron just onto the floor, so that eventually it will despawn, and that just means that it's not going to back up through the system. Because that would be quite a big deal. If all of the iron backed up all the way through all of these hoppers, all the way up to our Nether Portal, basically this Nether Portal relies on having a fairly constant supply of poppies. And if the iron went past this hopper here, then no poppies could find their way into the system, and thus no poppies could be dispensed through the Nether Portal, which would mean that these chunks would unload and all of these villages would get merged together, and I would probably cry myself to sleep, which would be extremely bad. So I've had to add in this little overflow system that will basically stop that from happening. So I would say that is arguably one of the most important parts of this build. Now this second thing that I have done is a little bit more of a server saver here. What we have got is, this is the Nether Portal where all of the poppies fly out of. If we wait here for long enough, we might see one pop on through. If not, then you're going to have to take my word for it. Occasionally a flower flies on through that Nether Portal. Now that's not just the game being romantic, it's actually the mechanism working. So any hermits that happen to be walking past and see a poppy fly out at them, no, the Nether Portal isn't trying to be nice and, you know, get with you. It is actually just the Iron Foundry doing its thing. But what happens is these hoppers pick up the poppies and they put them into these chests. Now, as always with things to do with the Iron Foundry, I have underestimated how fast this machine was going to fill up, which means we are almost fresh out of chests, which means that unfortunately we are going to end up with a massive pile of poppies here once again. Last time I logged on, there were about 1,000 entities on top of this area, and I panicked a little bit and was expecting an angry email from the server company owners. Luckily that didn't happen, but by the look of things, it is going to start happening very shortly because that chest is about to fill up. So this was a bit of a temporary solution. However, if any hermits need some red roses, well, I guess you know where to come to. So I thought I would head back to my base and pick up some supplies so that we could just go on over to Corralis's geared up to make this vault door. I don't know if I've actually mentioned this yet, but I do plan on making, well, I do plan on making this specific vault door over at Corralis's, and as you can see, very fast, nice and clean opening and closing sequences, and also it is extremely compact, being only 3 blocks wide. Hopefully I will remember to put the tutorial in the description. If not, then just swing me a punch through the internet and hopefully I will get onto it. But what we need to do, we really need to check supplies, you know, because I just did some redstone work on the foundry, so boom, yeah, we seem to be flying high on the old redstone dust. What about redstone torches? No. Comparators? No. Repeaters? No. Droppers? No. I don't think we need any droppers. Tripwire hooks? I don't even know why that's a section, right? What about regular pistons? Yeah, I believe so. And sticky pistons? Yes, we've got that. And what about the floppers? Floppers? What on earth's a flopper? Droppers. Hoppers, that's the name. Right, we don't have any hoppers. Once again, I don't think we need them. Hello. What about redstone lamps? We've got a few redstone lamps, but I don't think we need those either. The main thing is we need sticky pistons, redstone and redstone torches and repeaters. So by the look of things, we need to make a couple more repeaters, but yeah, it's all looking pretty good on the redstone front. I like that. Now by the sounds of things, Corralis is over at my base, and to repay me for building this 4x4 vault door for him, he is actually going to be hooking me up. He's going to be hooking me up, putting me into the new age, and getting me a deal with the old Horizon mobile phone services. Now, if you haven't seen what this is yet, Corralis has been going around the server and just plonking these giant phone masts down that just stand really high up in the sky. And yeah, it's Horizon, you know, a bit like Verizon, Corralis, Verizon, Horizon, boom. I mean, the guy's got away with words. That's quite impressive. I'm a massive fan of that. In fact, I'm going to head over to the spawn town now and let's take a look at, yeah, one of those, because you might be interested in seeing what I'm talking about, because at the minute I'm having trouble understanding myself. I just watched that recording back, and whilst playing, honestly, I didn't notice the massive locomotive that happened to have appeared in the Nether. It would look like, and I'm just going to make a snap judgment here, that we have begun work, finally, on the Nether Hub, which is really exciting. I have always been banging on about how Hermitcraft desperately needs a Nether Hub, and it looks like we're going to be going for a train station, which is a really great idea. What a great way of doing it. I am genuinely excited about this. And I just hopped into the Hermitcraft chat, and it turns out the Zombie Cleo is going to be building it, which I am buzzed for, because I have seen some of the projects that Zombie Cleo works on. Not only do they look brilliant, but they are generally quite large scale. For example, the floating islands, and then we had the museum, which he's still working on. And it just shows that she can really commit to a big and brilliant project, and I would love to see how this turns out. It's all going to be good. But anyway, through to the town, I might as well take you there. It's not going to take very long. There are iron golems everywhere. What is going on? I know I built the iron foundry for the specific reason of creating iron golems, but I didn't realise that they were going to infest the server. They are everywhere. So there it is. There's a Horizon phone mast, and I love the detail on this thing, you know. He's got the barbed wire, and then obviously all of the iron going upwards. Corralis is going to be happy with the iron foundry as much as everyone else. And yeah, it's got a little sign saying, property of Horizon Wireless. And do I have any stained clay? Oh, I don't know about that, man. Oh, I couldn't tell you. My storage system is so big, I don't know what's in it half the time. Gonna head back over to the base and check out if I've got any. Alright, by the sounds of things, Corralis is now done with my little mast that, oh god, that he has built in my base. He's built it right next to his statue, which is lovely, just adding to the Corralis of my base. I can't get enough of it, you know. I've been asking Keralis to build at my base for ages because he builds such nice things. Never did I expect for there to be a phone master giant statue of himself, but it works for me. It's still good. It looks really nice. And it's adding a little bit of flavour to the base. So I'm going to head back over to the overworld because currently I'm in the end. For anyone that doesn't know, we have had an ender pearl farm for a while now, or at least an enderman farm. That thing is ridiculous. It feels like absolutely ages since I mentioned it. So I don't know if any of you new guys didn't realise, but yeah, it's like the most efficient XP farm in the world. Gets so much XP, it takes like 30 seconds to get to level 30, it's wild. But anyway, like I said, heading back over to my base right now. As you will see, we'll just pop on through and then watch the end credits. I love it. So I just finished all of the funny business with Keralis, you know, building the 4x4 vault door. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the video footage for you just because I didn't think I should record it. You know, that's for Keralis' video. We had a really good time though, so I will put the video link in the description. It was actually really interesting. I'd never really recorded with Keralis before, so it was one of the first times that I'd actually done it, and it was a lot of fun. The guy is very funny. We were just chuckling away, chatting, getting some builds done. Hopefully the 4x4 vault door is still here. This is Keralis' Mesobiome town, and I gotta tell you, I absolutely love this place. What a cool looking place. In fact, you know what? I did a little tour in Keralis' video, but we'll give a little tour in this video as well. Now, unfortunately, I haven't caught any of the episodes where he's been building this, and that means that I assume that some of you haven't either. So I'm going to give a full tour. Here we have the church, and he's sticking with the Wild West theme, and I absolutely love it. It looks brilliant. So the church is really cool. I love the detail. The stuff that he does is just... it's so... look, he's got coat hooks, I think. And wow. I mean, I really need to pick up some tips from this guy. He knows what he's doing, doesn't he? When it comes to builds, like, I build them and then just leave the inside empty. In fact, I think my house in the Hermit Town is also empty. Then up here, we have got ourselves a church tower spire thing that just overlooks this crazy looking landscape. Like, I mean, it's really cool. The whole Mesobiome idea is an awesome idea. However, it's quite unforgiving. Like, you have to build in a certain way, otherwise it could just look terribly ugly. But Keralis is definitely doing a brilliant job here. It looks dead on. Now in here apparently is an unfinished saloon, so yeah, it's just a bit of a shell, but from the outside it looks pretty cool. And yes, of course, he has got those standard little doors that all saloons used to have in the Wild West. I don't know how accurate that is, but they're in all the movies, and it looks really awesome. And I love like the wheat piles and things like that outside. And then we have the bank. Now this is where I built the vault door. I obviously built the bank in which they're going to be storing all the money. So here is the little waiting room. Then we have the desks in which you can get your mortgages. And then out the back here, obviously this is where the receptionists sit. And once again, all the detail. I love it. Then down here is where our vault door is. I can't get through this door, let alone the vault door. And here we go. Boom, there it is. And then when we flick this, you can see it opens up really quickly. So there it is. That is the 4x4 vault door that I built with Keralis. Now, our plan was, and I dropped this down to him in the episode, that it would be really cool to have like a 9-digit combination lock right here to get into the vault. I think that would be really nice. So we're going to be working on that at some point in the near future, which is pretty exciting. But anyway, what I thought I would do for the rest of this episode is a couple odd jobs and also continue on our little world tour that we had going on a couple weeks back. So I'm going to head back over to the spawn area and I will catch you guys in a little bit. You guys are probably getting fairly bored of this place, but yes, we are back over in the spawn chunks. It is dark, it is rainy, basically the worst time to be recording. Just thought I'd give you an iron update. We are now up to here, running out of chests. So what we are going to be doing now is we are going to be taking out all of this, and all of that, and all of that. And then we are going to be increasing the number of... My god, my heart just came out of my chest and punched my computer screen. That scared the crap out of me. As I was saying, go away. Leave me alone. Now you've got a torch. Holy Moses, we've got an army inbound. Right, well, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I think what we need to do is we need to light up this place. This is wild. We're going to be increasing the number of chests, okay? So we can fit more iron in here because I've been taking tons of iron out of this place, and it's still filling up just as fast. There are zombies everywhere. They're just spawning. What is this madness? What is it? So yeah, we will have tons and tons of iron, and now we're going to have even more iron because we'll have more chests. I hope that I managed to explain that correctly with all these guys just absolutely battering 12 shades of grey out of me. And I'm going to get to work on it. Let's go. So our first little strip that was out in the open over there, it is now gone, and that actually took a surprisingly long amount of time. Oh, I don't know why. I'm just really struggling, getting distracted. I am in the process of watching Corralis's video as well as playing this, and I just keep like watching what I'm doing on camera just to see how it all looks, you know, see what I look like from a third-person perspective, you know. And yeah, I'm heavily enjoying watching Corralis's video. So once again, the link to that will be in the description below because it was really fun to record that with him. And like I said, I've never recorded with Corralis before, so it was a new experience for me. But yeah, the first strip is now done. We have got 2 more to go. So that is that one all the way out here that we needed. But then we have this one. But this one we didn't need. I don't know why I did this. That is just evidence, complete and utter proof that you always watch the tutorial all the way through before you start with a build. Even if said tutorial happens to be just under an hour long, it's worth doing because then you don't make stupid mistakes like I did multiple times. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw that out there. For anyone that's watching my tutorials, watch it through, then watch it back. And my tutorial was only like 3 minutes long. Surely it's not that difficult. But anyway, rant over. I'm gonna continue taking these things out. Well, hey, would you look at that? The iron foundry is looking. Why is it? As soon as I start recording, just the zombies just flock towards me, and it's really annoying. Right, so like I was saying, the iron foundry, it looks the bee's knees, the dog's balls, etc, etc. You know it all, because those little strands that were hanging off it, they weren't looking too hot, and now it actually looks like a complete build. Is that a zombie? Is it? No, it's a bunch of villagers. Of course it is. Oh, I found a skeleton that had spawned inside it, and I panicked. I went into full-blown panic mode. I was flying about the build, looking for broken doors and zombies, and I'm gonna do another expansion now. Like I placed down a bunch of torches. Look, you can see one in the distance there. Just to light it all up. It turns out, like, I believe it's spawned somewhere over here. Like this part here is really dark, and yeah, something spawned, and I pooed my pants, to say the least. I just sprinted on over, screaming. But luckily, nothing came of it, and there wasn't actually a zombie in here, so thankfully, I don't think any of the doors have been broken, because it would appear there are plenty of iron golems spawning, and we are still getting tons and tons and tons of iron, which is brilliant. The Hermitcraft server has just got enough iron to just go absolutely mad with. So everyone is happy here, and I believe Azuma is going to be paying us a visit, which is quite nice. But like I said, we don't really know what we're going to be doing here. But anyway, I'm now going to continue on the world tour just for a little while. Now I just want to give a really quick warning to all of you that we're not going to be taking a look at many people's bases in today's episode because we are running out of time. And also because I went through a bunch of people's bases in the last midweek bonus episode. Another thing that I just want to mention before anyone gets too confused is we never do very much like in the form of progress in these midweek episodes because this is like my break, my time to chat to you guys. So we are over here at King Happy's base. I got so confused with my words there. And it's probably been a little while since you saw this place because unfortunately King Happy left the Hermitcraft server and then his YouTube account actually got banned, which was extremely unfortunate. It was due to a copyright claim. But I thought I might as well just head over here and take a look at what he has to offer. So he was in the process of actually changing this entire biome into a mushroom island. You can see all of the mushrooms over here, and also we have got the mycelium. That looks really cool, and he was also working on a giant tree to go in the middle, which looks really good. But one of the best things about King Happy's base, you will especially know this if you are actually on the Hermitcraft server, is the number of community farms that he built. Well, I don't know if they were community farms, but everyone used them, because here we have the tree farm, and this thing, Oh my god, it is absolutely amazing. I could show you it in action, but it seems to be full of mobs at the minute, and I don't fancy blowing it up because no one else really knows how to rebuild it. But essentially what you do is you place down a sapling, and then it auto dispenses bone meal into it so that the sapling grows, and then immediately the tree that has just grown gets pushed along and put into a nice giant square in which you can just go along with an efficiency 5 axe and take out all of the wood that just so happens to be there. And you can end up with like 10-15 stacks of wood very, very quickly. It's an extremely fast way of getting wood, so I really like that one. I come here quite often to gather up plenty of wood for the project. Now if we head up to the top here, I believe it also has a mob spawner, which is a little bit odd. And I'll explain that in a couple of seconds, because inside this tree he has actually got a witch farm. Now I don't know if it is fully operational, but it is all pretty dark in there, and witches do occasionally spawn, and of course all of the items are put into hoppers, then put into chests. But I don't know if he actually ever ended up finishing that, which is a bit of a shame. But of course we do have the witch farm over at Biffa's. But just to end things at King Happy's base, I'm going to head up to his mob spawner, because this thing is pretty giant. And I remember he spent, I think it was just an episode on this. That was very King Happy of him. Basically, for those of you who don't know, King Happy was one of those guys that was very much a worker. He would work his absolute buns off to get things done on the server, and it was greatly helpful having him on here, because he would just get things done. It was pretty good. So of course, when I first built the original iron farm, he helped out, and then when we were building the original spawn town, he helped out with that. So it was nice having him on here, and it is a bit of a shame that he's gone and his whole YouTube channel's gone, which is just, that is a bummer. Like, if that ever happened, I would probably sit in a corner and weep myself into oblivion. But there we go, you can see there are an absolute ton of mobs up here, a grand total of 8, so it looks a lot more than it actually is. But yeah, it is working, and this is his little sky base that he's got all of his items in, and you can see there are mobs falling down, so it is pretty good. Now we are over at Zombie Cleo's base, and I am currently underground. I will show you the overground stuff in a little while, but oh my god, boy oh boy, has Zombie Cleo been busy. Let's take a look at this, and yeah. Holy Moses, I thought I did a lot of work on this server. Oh my god. Oh my life. What an incredible build. This is ridiculous. I mean, I know it's just a big hole, but that's amazing. Look at it. Apparently she's going to do a Cthulhu statue. I don't know what that means, but I am excited to see what this... I'm going to take periodic visits to Zombie Cleo's base, because whenever I come here, there is always just something new, fresh, and awesome going on, and that is definitely one of them. Just look at this place. It's huge. It's a crazy underground project, one that I would love to work on, but I just don't have the time and or patience. So there we go. That is what Zombie Cleo is working on. Now, for the viewers who haven't seen what Zombie Cleo is up to, she is in the process of building a museum, which is a lovely idea, and I did showcase this in the last world tour around about 4 months ago now, but I thought I might as well showcase it again. So here is what's the dinosaur called? It's called the Death Sausage, the Farcimen Mortis Death Sausage dinosaur. And yeah, it's a really great looking skull. It actually looks like a skull. And then here is the King Khufu the Magnificent, and here are his bones and zombies and things. And then the museum guide to Khufu, which we'll read at some point in the near future. Here we have a care package from Azuma, assuming that's not an exhibit. And we have the CodeCrafted, largest diamond in the world of Minecraft. So there is just tons of interesting stuff in here. Obviously she's got the paintings, they look really cool, and the balloon explanation, or yeah, there is just balloons everywhere. It just looks great. It's a fantastic build. It is based off the Natural History Museum in London, which is really exciting. And this door that I built for it only opens at night, which is a cool one, and that goes down to the giant hole that she's got underneath the base, and there is the redstone behind it, if anyone wants to know. So yeah, I absolutely love Zombie Cleo's base, and I cannot wait to see what she comes up with in the future. I feel fairly privileged right now because Slipgator, who is one of the slightly newer members on the server, has just made a portal for me to get through to his base so I can take a closer look. I have literally just been watching his Hermitcraft episodes because he's been doing some wild stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is insane. The guy is mad. What a crazy looking base. This is incredible. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. He has been on the server for what, like a month? Look at what this guy has been up to. An absolute workhorse. Jesus. Oh god. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh brilliant. That is so funny. And now I'm over at Corrales' base. Well, let's take a tour of Corrales' base. No, I took a look at this in the last episode of the World Tour. But alright, I'll head back over to Slipgator's base now. And we'll take a closer look at that. That was just a teaser. Man, that place looks amazing. I cannot wait to get my eyes on there, my peepers on it. For the second time lucky, we'll head through this portal. That was so embarrassing. He was there, he was greeting me, and I fell to my death. And but as you can see, this place is absolutely incredible. Like, he's got all my stuff. Look at that. What a nice guy. So yeah, I didn't really have anything valuable on me, did I? But I've got my cookies as well. I stole those from Zombie Cleo's base. Sorry about that. But there we go. There we go. There we go. Nope, I did not have a helmet. So right. Anyway, like I was saying, Slipgator's base. This place looks absolutely incredible. I'm not going to get too close to the edges because I seem to have a tendency to fall off. But look at it. It's so high up. It's like a helix. I think that's what they're known as, I guess. I think it's something like that. I should probably put my armor on. At least my boots didn't break. That's okay. And Slipgator is just flying about the place, as you can see. I'm taking the long way down because I want to just get the really nice gradual effect. So let's hold shift. Oh my god. I wish I had the patience to do this kind of thing. I know I just finished the Iron Foundry, but still, this is just amazing. What a base! It's taking a lot longer to get down from here than I thought it would, but it's worth it because it's incredible. I mean, if I built this kind of thing, and obviously I haven't measured it, so I don't know if this has happened either, but if I built this kind of thing, I'd get like one block out of place, and then just the whole helix would just go off and off, and then like the top would be like 10 times wider than the bottom and things like that. But this is really fun to walk down, to be honest with you. I might be able to jump off. No, that's blue stained glass. That's not water. That would have got me. But this is a good fun little walk, I suppose. I'm enjoying this, and he's giving me food as well. Oh no, he's just eating a carrot. Fine, fine. I'm getting all mixed signals here. But, oh yeah, what a... I can't keep saying this, but it's an incredible looking build. We're almost at the bottom now. Here we are. We have arrived. Okay, so let's take a closer look at what he is doing down here. So he's making use of the stained glass and all of the stained glass, I guess. So that looks cool. And then he's got... Man, he is all set up. He's got the whole lot. He's got like just a giant room that he's going to be doing crazy stuff in, I assume. And then, oh, this is one of those automatic minecart system things. I'm going to try and work out how to use it. But is there a minecart that I can use? Yeah, I'll quickly borrow that. I hope that you don't mind. I've grabbed one. So let's hop down into the mines. I assume this is what you're meant to do. Whoa, this feels fast. Cool, this is crazy. I like this a lot. And I guess we are down in his mine shaft. Like, how did you get down here so fast? Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I don't know if there's any in here. I hope there is. But yeah, this is just his mine shaft, and I guess this is where he does his things. And he's also got some hoppers in here. I don't know where these go. I guess these are for mine carts. That's a genius idea. Wow. I like this a lot. Slipgator knows what he's doing. What an incredible dude. I like this. This is one of the best bases I have seen on Hermitcraft so far. We have showcased a couple of the best bases on Hermitcraft there. That is awesome. Ah. I am blown away by some of the things that people create on this server. It makes me look bad, that's for sure. But anyway, unfortunately, that is all I've got time for today, ladies and gents. I hope that you did enjoy this video. Slipgator's base has been amazing, and his channel will be in the description, as well as a couple of his Let's Play videos. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.